Hello everybody, welcome to the TriStar Gym channel. Today's episode is a roll narration. My partner and me are pummeling. My partner's pulling my feet out from underneath me. He's doing a good job here, hand fighting and pummeling here. Let's see what grips we were able to find. My partner's been pulling my heels out from underneath me. There it is. He's going for an X-pass combination. One thing, when people are trying to pass your guard, the most important thing when somebody's trying to pass your guard, and I cover this a lot in my guard retention videos, is you always have to make sure to keep one foot on one side of his body and the other foot on the other side of his body. You could see here that I'm always trying to control one side of his body with my foot, and the other foot has to be on the other side. I want to contain both sides of my partner's body. If I do this, it's going to be very difficult for him to pass. Okay, there's exceptions to this rule, of course. However, it's a very, very important principle when you're working guard retention. Okay, so here you could see that I'm putting my left hand behind his leg. Okay, so I'm going for K-guard here. I used to put two hands behind his leg. Okay, so I used to reach with this hand and tie up my two hands together and kind of lock the back of his knee here. I don't do that anymore. If you guys watched CGI, Levi Jones, when he went up against Rotullo, he was doing a one-handed K-guard. Now, you guys know if you guys watch this channel, you know K-guard is my favorite guard. Okay, so I'm using one hand behind his leg, and I'm using my other hand to push his face away. Okay, this is the Levi Jones style K-guard. I really, really like it. I've been doing this ever since I saw Levi Jones do it. And I think it's a very simple yet very powerful adjustment. Okay, so watch here. Me and my partner are struggling here. I'm going to be pushing with my right hand in his face and pulling with my left hand behind his knee. And that's just going to make it really difficult for him to flatten me. From here, I'm going to be able to transition to different attacks here. I'm going for a reverse guard. Okay, reverse guard is really great. Okay, I really like reverse guard because one main reason I like reverse guard is you could see my feet are behind his back. Okay, you can see my feet here are hidden behind his back. His hands are on the floor. His hands cannot attack my feet. Okay, however, you're going to see here, I have access to his feet. So I can leg lock him. He cannot leg lock me. Okay, now one important thing, whenever you play reverse guard, it's really important that the man on the bottom here, the man in my position, you got to put downward pressure with your legs behind his back. Okay, you can see my feet are behind his back. They're crossed. I'm putting downward pressure here. Okay, I'm putting downward pressure. Why? I want his hands stuck to the ground. Okay, how do I stick them to the ground? I got to put downward pressure. I got to make sure his hands don't come up off the mat. If his hands come up off the mat, he could start initiating an escape. Okay, so right now I'm going to start to stretch my hips. You can see I'm lifting my hips off the ground. That's putting a lot of pressure on his hands. You can see his hands are unable to move here. He's cemented into the ground. Look what my hands are doing. My hands are reaching for the ankle. Okay, I'm going to reach for the ankle with one hand, and I'm going to reach for the pinky toe with the other. Okay, I'm going to attack this pinky toe. I'm telling you guys, if you grab that pinky toe, your opponent is in a lot of trouble. Okay, I'm going to be transitioning to an Abe Lock here. Watch this here. I'm going to grab that pinky toe. Here it is. I'm going to use my right hand as a heel hook. Watch, I'm going to heel hook with my right hand. And then my right hand is also going to go to the pinky toe. Okay, so I have two hands on the pinky toe. I'm going to move this forward here just slowly. Let's see if we can get a good look at it. Okay, there it is, guys. This is the Abe Lock. It's a fantastic move. You guys saw Andrew Tackett submit J-Rod with this, okay? This is a fantastic submission. Two hands on the pinky toe. You can see here, I have two hands on the pinky toe. I have my wrist at the heel. So imagine I had a wristwatch here. Imagine I was wearing a wristwatch, okay? You want to hook the wristwatch area at the heel. Okay, so you're doing a heel hook with your wristwatch on the heel, and then your two hands cover the pinky toe. Okay, I'm going to rewind this real quick here. Let me rewind this just a little bit. I'm going to rewind it real quick. Guys, look here. Once you get the reverse guard, put downward pressure with your heels. Grab the ankle with your right hand and find that pinky toe. Look how I reach for that pinky toe. I'm reaching. There it is. I'm going to grab that pinky toe. Once I grab that pinky toe, I can now bend his heel towards his hips. You got to bend his heel towards his hips. Once you bend his heel towards his hips, look how my right hand's going to heel hook that heel with the wristwatch zone. Okay? Watch this. He's trying to straighten his leg. He won't be able to. Why? Because I got that pinky toe. If you control him at the pinky toe, you will be able to bend anybody. You'll be able to bend his leg towards his heel. His heel towards his hip. There it is. I'm bending his heel towards his hip. Now I can start to apply pressure. Two hands on the pinky toe. Apply pressure, bridge. I'm lifting my hips off the ground. I'm bridging. You can see I have a semi-triangle here. I'm back heeling, and there's the Abe Lock. There's just not much you could do about it, okay? Abe Lock is named after one of John Danaher's students. My trainer, John Danaher, has a student of his that popularized this maneuver. It's fantastic. at this move, and they named it after him, the Abe Lock. Okay, a really good match. You want to see it done at a high level, check out the J-Rod versus Andrew Tackett, a fantastic finish, the Abe Lock, really, really good, powerful footlock. All right, me and my partner are back at it here. Make sure anytime somebody's trying to pass your guard, you're always using your legs. Okay, it's all about the legs, trying to control both sides of his body. My partner here is backing up. We're going to center back to the middle of the mat. Let's see, I'm trying to snap him down. I'm shooting, pulling my head out, snap down. My partner's trying to stay on top here. All right, here I'm turning into my knees. And look here, you could see like this earlier on, I had my knee in my chest. Okay, this is a very, very important position for jiu-jitsu practitioners. Look where my leg is. My knee and my chest are connected here. See? And my partner is forcing my leg in this direction. And guys, I'll tell you something. You better have this type of flexibility. If you're doing jiu-jitsu, you got to have this type of flexibility. This is where guys get injured. You can see he's putting a lot of pressure. A lot of people get in this position and they injure their knee. You're going to see me resist here, okay? I tell you, whenever somebody tries to bend my knee to my chest, I always resist. Why? I do a lot of this in conditioning. I do a lot of stability training for my knees, and I put myself on top of a stability ball with my body weight on top of my leg in this position. I've been doing it for years. It's giving me a lot of strength and mobility in this position. You could see I'm resisting my opponent. He's trying to pull my knee up. Usually it would work, okay? But because you develop a flexibility and a strength in that position, one, you keep your knees healthy, and two, it's really functional. Because in jiu-jitsu, people are always trying to push your legs into your chest because they want to crush your legs. Why? Because every jiu-jitsu practitioner wants to defend himself with his legs. That's why we call it the guard, right? You're using your legs to guard yourself. So your legs have to be strong, flexible, and very stable. All right, so here I have the mount. I'm lifting my partner's right elbow here. He's defending himself. My partner is going to go into a kip. That was a beautiful escape, beautiful kip. Whenever somebody kips you, okay, you see somebody's kipping you, they want to put you in a leg lock. A simple counter, okay, because I don't want to get leg locked, obviously, right? Watch how I'm going to drive my hips forward. Look how I drive my hips forward, okay? So he's trying to leg lock me. He's trying to go into ashigarami here. I'm driving my hips forward. I'm closing the distance between his hips and mine. And now look at this. I'm trying to backstep. Okay, that was a really sloppy back take attempt from me. All right, let's see what else is going on here. We're going to start standing. Look for a snap down. Look for a double leg. Look for an underhook on my part. My favorite maneuver is underhook, double leg. There it is. My partner, we're going to center back at the mat here. All right, let's see what's going to happen here. Me and my partner are going to be pummeling for control. Here I'm driving my knee into his thigh. I'm getting my underhook, my underhook on one side, my head on the other. Now I have an ear-to-ear position. You can see I'm using my left butterfly hook to remove his knee out of my hips. And from here, I could probably take the back. Let's see if I roll to the back here. Nope. My partner's going to go octopus. I could be working a truck here. No, I try to mount. My partner goes octopus. We're scrambling for the back. Here's a side choke, katakatami combination. You guys know I really like the side choke. If my partner turns to a side, I'll go for side choke. If he goes to his back, I'm going to go for an arm triangle, katakatami. My partner goes to his side. Let's see here what I'm going to try to attempt here. Either side choke or my partner went flat. There's the katakatami. All right, from there, let's see here. I'm giving my partner my back here a little bit. Let's see what he can do with it. I'm a little bigger. I'm bigger than my partner here, so I'm going to let him work. I'm going to let him get on top and start attacking. My partner is going to transition to Kimura or armbar combination. He's sitting to a Kimura. I'm going to show you guys my favorite armbar escape, okay? So I love leg locking somebody when they go into armbar, okay? So watch here. Look, my partner has me in an armbar. He has my right arm. I'm going to fold my arms like I would if I was attempting a rear naked choke, okay? So it's a really important thing. You secure your right arm, and then watch here. I'm going to walk my legs into a parallel position, okay? So let's just see here. You could see that me and my partner's spines were perpendicular, okay? So my spine is going this way. That's my spine. His spine is going in this direction. We're perpendicular, okay? I'm going to walk into a parallel position, okay? You see, I'm going to turn to my right hip here. Look, I'm going to walk. This is my favorite armbar escape, okay? One of my favorite armbar escapes. And now from here, now that I'm parallel, our spines are parallel, I'm going to start kipping. When I kip, I'm going to try to slide my right elbow to the mat. Now, you can't see it because it's on the other side of his body, but watch how I'm going to kip here. Okay, look how I'm going to kip with my legs. Look how I kip. I slide my right elbow to the mat, and now watch this. I'm going to slide my right knee to connect to my right elbow, and now my partner went from being the guy attacking with an armbar to being the guy who's getting leg locked. Okay, let me rewind that right here. I'm gonna rewind. Let's rewind. Okay, here it is. This is my favorite armbar escape. Okay, why? Because it puts you not only in a safe position, but it also gets you on the offense. You're gonna see me slide that right knee. I go to my right side. I walk up to him until we're in parallel position. Notice my partner's basing here. See that? When you walk this way and you get parallel, your partner loses his base. It kind of knocks him over in this direction. He's got to take his two hands off my arm, and he's got to put his hand on the mat here. I'm going to rewind that, guy, because it's really, really important. Okay, whenever you're being armbarred, as I'm rewinding, rewind. Look how he has two hands on my arm. Now, he doesn't need two hands, but two hands is more powerful than one. Okay, when you're going to see me walk this way, I'm going to walk and get to one side. He's going to fall over. That's going to cause him to fall over. Okay, when he falls over, he's going to lose some power here because he has to let go of my arm. So watch, I'm going to start walking. I protect my arm as best I can. I start walking. That's going to make him fall over. He's got to take one hand off. He's got to make some adjustments. In that time, you're going to see me lift my hips and kip. Watch this. I'm going to kip. Slide my right elbow to the ground. Connect my right knee, right elbow. Slide my knee in. Now that I slide my knee in, it's time to go and attack him with leg locks. Here we go. I'm going to start attacking with my leg lock. My partner did a good job of pummeling his knee free. Here, I've lost control of his knee line, so he's going to be scrambling here. My partner goes for octopus again. Guys, I like octopus. I think octopus is important, but I don't think it's the best maneuver. It's not really the best option there. Sometimes you have no choice. You have to do it. But I find the guy on top has much better options. Okay, here I'm back in mount. All right, I'm trying a triangle here, trying to get something going. Step over the head, lat trap attempt. My partner's doing a good job of defending himself. Here, you're going to see me pin him into a crucifix. I'm just going to rewind that right there. I know we've talked about crucifix in the past, but it's such a great combination. If you guys haven't been using crucifix, it's time to use crucifix. Okay, so you see me step over his head, right? I try to step over the head. He doesn't want that leg over his head. You see my left leg trying to make its way over its head. He's defending with his right arm. Well, if he's defending with his right arm, he's exposing his right arm to danger here. You're going to see me grab his right arm with my left hand, and I'm going to pin his arm to the ground. I'm going to force it down to the ground. I'm going to staple it with my left leg, and now his arm is under my control. Okay, it's going to cause him to have to bridge and expose his back. I'm pushing his head in the opposite direction. See, I stapled his arm. You saw Georges St. Pierre do that to BJ Penn famously in UFC 94. Here's my partner trying to turtle up because he has to defend that arm, exposing his back. Here it's going to allow me to kind of climb to his back here. I'm going to prop up on one elbow. Whenever I take the back, guys, you're going to see me. I always do this. I love to get to my one elbow. I don't like to be underneath. Okay, so even when I have the back, I don't want to be underneath. Let's rewind here. I'm going to rewind. You're going to see me. I'm doing a traditional back take. Watch how I slide my left elbow to the mat. I unlock my hands and I slide my left elbow to the mat. When you slide your left elbow to the mat, now you're going to see your head is higher than his head. I'm going to bring my head real tight to his head. You're going to see that soon. And I'm going to relock my hands. But I'm propped on an elbow here. Watch how I slide my hands together. Look, I'm going to connect my hands and my head is above his head. Guys, now if he escapes, any escape he does, he's giving me arm triangle or side choke. Okay, so it's better than being on the back. I'd rather be in the side position. Okay, like I'm on his back still, but I'm in a kind of a side back position. Okay, I find this to be superior than traditional back control. Now, wherever he goes, he's going to find himself in trouble. Now, I went to mount, okay? The mount with the arm trapped like so, it's better than back. In my opinion, if you ask me, this is better than back control. Not only am I going to get more mount points, okay, if this was a real fight, I think it's better for me. And if it's BJJF rules or ADCC rules, I think it's better. I think it's better under any rule set and under any circumstance. If I was in a street fight, a MMA fight, I think it's better to go from the back to an arm trapped mount position. Okay, because now I don't just have the mount, I have his arm trapped. This is a very difficult position for him to get out of. And you can see it's going to lead to another submission. So that's why I like to prop on the elbow and induce these kind of positions. Here I'm going to allow my partner to kind of attack my back here. Let's see what happens. My partner is jumping, rolling me through. Here I'm going to be trying to slide my back to the mat. You can see I'm fighting the choke arm. I'm trying to slide my back to the mat. I'm trying to get my shoulders between me and him. And that's the end of the bell. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please like, share, comment, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you.
in this video, you're going to learn the powerful secrets of alignment, okay? All the best athletes around the world, they have the best posture and alignment. You can see here, Mr. George St. Pierre is doing a lot of what you're about to see in this video. His spine and his body is very well organized to generate power and to maximize his athletic ability. Where did he learn such a thing? Well, he learned it from traditional karate. The tradition of karate, they put a lot of attention on position and alignment and being organized, okay, how to organize your body. It's the same thing with ballet or gymnastics, okay? A lot of what you're going to see is not found in the exercise science books. It's found in the traditions of karate, martial arts, judo, boxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu. The alignment is power. Once your spinal column is organized, you can generate power to the maximum capability, okay? So stay tuned.